Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in cartoons from years gone by. And, no. You don't have a shirt on, bud.
That's alright. I'll just put it
on a shirt, you're fine. Bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. So last week we brought a little bit of horror and a little bit of the old school stuff. We're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep doing that until we go all full horror for the month of October. So, as always, SciFridays is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book collectible video game magic toy store and more, located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Piqua, Ohio, 45356. And as always, the Captain's got the Vince. Give him big thumbs up. Big thumbs up. Yep. He's hanging out here today. Hanging out with us. You going to tell everybody hi?
No.
No? You going to tell everybody that to eat cake?
Cake?
Cake? Tell them to eat cake.
Well, it's Joe's birthday.
Oh, Joe's birthday's already come and gone. So does your birthday come and gone. So,
my book is in here.
Not gonna lie, the Captain, literally for filming this, I just got home from a concert. So I busted my butt to get here to put this show together for you. So I just got back from, hey Cha-Cha. That's Cha-Cha. That is Vince's Charmander. Ain't that right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Just got back from a concert just a few minutes ago. Seeing Time Cop 1983. Great synthwave band. Great show altogether. But I just left Columbus and got home and started filming. So I am go. So, alright. This week, we're going to bring you one that we've been playing for a while. Just because I like it. And it doesn't hurt, she's hot. And we're going to go with some ISIS. Secrets of ISIS, by the way. This is Secrets of ISIS. This is episode 6. And this is To Find a Friend. From October 25th, 1975. So, enjoy.
"O my queen," said the royal sorcerer to Hatshepsut, "with this amulet, you and your descendants are endowed by the goddess Isis with the powers of the animals and the elements. You will soar as the falcon soars, run with the speed of gazelles, and command the elements of sky and earth." 3,000 years later, a young science teacher dug up this lost treasure and found she was heir to the secrets of Isis. And so, unknown to even her closest friends, Rick Mason and Cindy Lee, she became a dual person. Andrea Thomas, teacher.
Almighty Isis.
And Isis, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice.
Watching the mini bike races.
Did you tell him he wasn't going with us?
He was really upset.
Well, it's his own fault.
You know, he's really a pretty nice guy. He just doesn't know how to make friends. Hey, come on, it's my turn now. You've ridden long enough.
Look, Tom, it's my bike. And I let you borrow it before. It was all I could do to get it back.
I'll let you have my stopwatch.
I don't want your stopwatch. I just don't want you riding my bike.
Who needs you? My dad's gonna buy me a big job when I turn 16.
Get lost, Tom. Come back and you get your motorcycle.
What's the trouble?
I wish you knew.
Out of gas?
Yeah, but I have the tank.
Here, let me look. plug wire. It's loose. Try it now. Hey, give me a ride, okay? No. But I fixed your engine.
What?
So you owe me a ride.
Look, I don't even know you. You could be planning on ripping me off. How do I know?
You mean take your bike?
Look, you want to ride my bike? You got to give me something to use.
Do I get it back after the ride?
Yeah, if the bike's okay.
How about my stopwatch?
Let me see. No, I'm afraid it's a little too beat up. You got a wristwatch?
No.
Forget it.
Hey, wait a minute. I've got an idea. You wait here. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Just wait here. Boy, are you in for a surprise.
Surprise, surprise! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Miss Thomas.
Surprise, move that, please.
Make a wish. One candle for good luck, one for good health, and one to grow on. I thought I kept this a secret. How did you find out?
Oh, there aren't many things in this school that I don't know about. Now, seriously, you're invited out to dinner. Your choice, my treat.
A cake and dinner? There must be a catch here somewhere. There is. Mm-hmm.
Well, now that it's come up, I'm taking Cindy and some of my sixth-period students on a field trip to the botanical gardens.
Let me guess. You'd like me to handle the rest of the class.
Boy, are you a good guesser.
Mm-hmm. And isn't that sixth period the one you're having a problem in?
Well, sort of, yes.
And isn't that problem's name Tom Anderson?
Well, now that it's come up, Tom has caused a few problems.
Do I get one more guess?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Tom Anderson isn't going on the field trip. He'll be in the sixth period class.
You know, if this was a quiz show, you'd win the jackpot.
Thank you, but I will buy my own dinner and you can teach your own classes.
I can't. I promised Cindy. I promised the kids. Andrea, please. Please.
The things you talk me into. All right, let's cut this cake. Cut the cake. Cut the cake.
Hey, what took you so long?
Well, my pop was home. I had to wait till he left.
What'd you do, steal something?
Not exactly. Take a look.
Wow, is that nice.
My pop brought it home from the war. My name's Tom. What's yours?
Joe, hey, boy, I bet old Mr. Rabbit would really sit up and take notice of this. Whew. Is it loaded?
No, it couldn't be.
Man.
Hey, you broke the headlight.
Yeah, I see. You know, this safety's broken.
Well, we gotta report it.
Yeah. Tell you what, you report it, and I'll see you later.
Tut. If you want seconds, why don't you ask for them like a gentleman? Now that's better.
Hi, Miss Thomas. Hi. You're back early. We saw everything. It was great. Here, for you.
Thank you. Did you pick these at the Botanical Gardens?
No, on the way back.
Hi.
Hi, Rick.
You know, I think I walked through Poison Oak today.
You're a science teacher and you don't even know what poison oak looks like?
Yeah, it looked very pretty. I was going to pick you a bouquet.
Thanks, but no thanks. Cindy, are you going to help us paint some posters for the carnival?
Sure.
Well then, will you please go out to my car and get the rest of the poster paint?
Okay.
Thank you.
Any problem with Tom today?
He wasn't in class. Wasn't he with you?
No.
That's strange.
No, it isn't. Something's bugging him. He's been angry and hostile.
Maybe that explains why he doesn't have any friends.
Cindy said he keeps spending all of his allowance on the other kids.
Trying to buy friendship.
He could be headed for trouble. I better have a talk with him tomorrow.
Now, Rick, today, I have a feeling that we shouldn't wait on this one.
I did not. Who'd believe her? She's rooting for you.
Listen, Tom Anderson, I'm the judge and timekeeper here. He won fair and square.
Okay, what's the trouble?
Nothing, Mr. Mason. Just a matter of opinion. Yeah, you said it.
Hey, break it up.
Come here, I want to talk to you.
What's wrong with Tim? Is he in some sort of trouble again?
I hope not, Billy.
You know, Tom, that's no way to win friends.
Well, he asked for it.
Did he?
Let's get right to the point. You weren't in class today.
Well, something happened. I had some trouble.
And what are you going to do with it? Carry it around on your back?
I guess so.
Are you afraid to ask for help?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you shouldn't be. That's what we're for.
Look, I don't want you to get involved. I guess I should go to the police.
Police? How serious is this?
Serious enough.
Listen, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, I took something I shouldn't have.
You stole it?
I didn't. The kid I showed it to did.
Well, what was it, Tom?
A gun. That's the only reason I showed it to him. And then it went off.
Went off?
He broke a headlight. And then he just split with the gun.
Okay, who is this Joe?
Well, I don't know. He's not from around here.
What does he look like?
Well, he had red hair. And he had on a black leather jacket.
Anything else?
No.
Well, that doesn't give us much to go on, but we have to find him.
A gun like that out in circulation can be very dangerous.
Somebody could get hurt.
Or else break your fall with it.
Have you told your father yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is to find Joe.
Rick, will you please call the police? Notify them, tell them what's happening. I'll see you at Tom's place. I have something else to do first. Mighty Isis. Time, turn back, and in your flight, let me see what is gone from sight. Red hair, black leather jacket, yellow mini bike. Wish I could see where he went.
Son, I don't understand. Didn't I teach you that a gun is not a toy?
I wasn't thinking that.
You must think before you act. Now, where was your judgment?
Well, I guess when you want something bad enough, you forget about judgment.
Well, this could cause no end of trouble. I hope you realize that. Mr. Anderson, I'm Rick Mason. How do you do?
How do you do? Andre Thomas.
Yes, Thomas told me all about you. Mr. Anderson, I'm afraid we have a serious problem here. Yes, I know. Tom and I were just discussing that. You know, that gun is an old war souvenir. Matter of fact, it's so old I can't believe it fired. Well, it did. And your son and the other boy are lucky to be alive. Yes, I've thought about it. A gun in that condition, we were lucky there weren't more shells. What do you mean? Well, it's so rusted out, I'm surprised it didn't explode.
You mean it could if someone got more ammunition?
It sure could. Andrea, that gun is like a time bomb, and we have to find Joe before it goes off. Let's go, Tom.
I really hope he gets these bullets. Otherwise, it'll be a big waste. Did you get the ammo? Great. You know, sometimes it really helps to have an older brother. No, there's no one here that looks like him. Was there anything special about him? Scars, moles, birthmarks? Special? No, just red hair and his black leather jacket. What about his mini bike? It was just a mini bike. What color was it? That's funny, I can't remember. Let me see if I can help you. Was it, yellow? Yellow. I think it was. It was yellow.
Lucky guess. But we are running out of time.
Wait. We've been looking for someone who's in school.
What are you getting at?
What about someone who's out of school?
Someone who dropped out.
Right.
Good girl, Cindy. He might even have a part-time job. Supermarket, gas station, liquor store.
I'll get a list of all the boys that have dropped out of school.
Right, let's scour this town. We're now looking for a boy by the name of Joe.
With red hair and a black leather jacket.
Who rides a mini bike?
A yellow one, don't forget. Yes, I almost forgot.
Can't walk another block.
Looks like Joe disappeared off the map.
What do we do now? Look some more. Maybe your father has some more information.
We're looking all over for you. The police just called.
And?
Somebody stole some ammunition that would fit my gun.
But they wouldn't sell it to a boy Joe's age.
No, I'm sure they wouldn't. But he could have an older brother or a friend.
I wish they had delayed him until the police came.
They tried, Rick, but he took off.
Well, we have to stop him before something happened.
We've looked everywhere.
Tom, can you think back to anything Joe might have said that would give us a clue? I've told you everything. Think. Think hard.
Hey, I do remember something.
What?
When Joe was looking at the gun,
Yes?
I remember he said, wouldn't old Mr. Rabbit sit up and take notice of this?
Mr. Rabbit. He's gone hunting. Tom, where are the best places to hunt rabbits?
Well, there's 3 or 4 of them. There's Kalo Park, Carroll's Farm, Bo's Meadow. I'll take the farm.
I'll call the police and we'll split the rest up.
Good luck.
Man, I am telling you, there is no better place to find us some fat and sassy rabbits.
It's him, all right. Yellow bike and all. Listen, run back to the gas station we just passed and call the police. Okay. Hurry.
Listen, let's go back in a little further. There's plenty of rabbits back there.
Almighty Isis.
day, freeze this moment and make it stay. This second, this minute, this hour of a day, continue now on your ceaseless way. ISIS. You've been very foolish, Joe. Let me show you what might have happened.
Oh, boy. If you didn't come by and stop me.
Maybe you can now understand what happens when you do things you shouldn't. Like playing with guns.
Boy, do I ever.
Talk Joe into going back to school?
Mm-hmm. They'll both be in your class.
Never thought of that. No, I'm really very pleased.
And they can help you and Miss Thomas after school.
Well, Cindy, they'll be very busy reporting to Juvenile Division for counseling.
You can bet they've learned their lesson.
I sure have. I just wish every kid in school could learn that lesson. Never play with a gun.
So that someday they don't have to say, I didn't know it was loaded.
This one's finished.
You know what's funny?
What?
That no one could give an accurate description about Joe.
It's always that way.
You're kidding.
No. Okay, I'll bet you lunch that you can't tell me the color of your tie.
That's easy.
No cheating?
It's, green.
Blue.
Is it? Well, what do you know about that?
I know that you owe me lunch, and I'm hungry.
What makes our Del Monte beans so much better than everyone else's Del Monte beans? Our watermelon. What makes our Cheerios better? Our steak. And why are our Scott towels so much better? Tomatoes. You see, people prefer Super Value for everything because of our outstanding produce, meat, and dairy. So why is our Reynolds Wrap better than everyone else's? It's because of our milk.
Bob Bartram, are you sure you're eating the most nutritious cornflakes?
I'd bet the house on it.
Amanda Pittman, are you sure you're eating the best tasting cornflakes?
I'd bet the family jewels.
You may not know it, but now there's a cornflake from Total. Total cornflakes have twice the vitamin and mineral nutrition of Kellogg's, and they taste better too. So before you bet on your cornflakes, remember, the best cornflakes are from Total.
I hope you guys are still liking ISIS, because that's the last superhero-ish cartoon or show we're doing tonight. We're going horror. We're going back to some Night Visions. And, yeah, Night Visions was, some people claim it's the poor man's Twilight Zone, or the poor man's Outer Limits, or stuff like that, but I think it was good on its own. I mean, it had Henry Rollins, and you had a lot of good actors. Like, They had Amy Jo Johnson. They had the Pink Power Ranger. Come on, man. It had Randy Quaid. So, we're going to let you go. We're going to have you enjoy. This is Night Visions, Episode 7. And this is the reunion / neighborhood watch. Enjoy.
Lieutenant Dale Stillman has the face of a hero, but most heroes only have to live through hell once.
"7 months ago, America and the world drew a line in the sand. Tonight, the battle has been joined.
When you sleep safely in your beds at night, or when you walk down Main Street under the blue skies of liberty, remember the ones who paid the price for our freedom. So once again, let us all thank our hometown heroes. And enjoy the festivities.
Lieutenant! Hey, Lieutenant Stillman, over here! You're looking mighty sharp, sir. What are you guys doing here? Let's go have a beer later. Meet you at the tavern. What time? Don't worry, sir. We'll find you.
If Korea wasn't a war, I'd like to know what the hell it is.
Oh, Korea was a UN police action, Gus, not an official war. We haven't actually declared a damn war on anybody since World War II.
Then what is Vietnam?
The Southeast Asia conflict.
Anybody been in here looking for me?
Not that I know of.
Remember the Bosnian incident where we incidentally dropped about a bajillion tons of bombs on their genocidal asses? Congress never declared war on them either. Say, Dale, what did you call that little shooting match you were involved in?
Slam, bam, thank you, Saddam. Hey, Dale?
We let Saddam's ass off the hook. We should have marched straight into Baghdad and hung him from the highest palm tree.
You waiting on?
Some guys from my old outfit, they showed up today at the picnic out of the blue. Just like that. They said they'd be here, you know?
Are these the guys you saved, Dale?
Well, I don't know if I would say saved, you know.
You're a hero. Why shouldn't you say it?
I did my duty.
Dale saved his whole squad, Gus.
Dale don't like to toot his horn. Maybe one of those old buddies will help you get a job, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no.
When they coming?
Look, they said they'd be here. They'll be here. Can I get a light, please?
Is anybody hurt? Gordon's dead, sir! Let's go, move! Stay low! Stay low! Let's go! Help me, guys! Help me, I can't get it! Help me, Spider! Guys! Hey, Lieutenant, over here! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, don't leave me! Oh, my leg! My leg! Over here, Lieutenant! Don't leave me! Hold on, Jimmy! What's our position, sir? Tango Victor 7904! The ESCOM, do you read? We are at Tango Victor 7904! Please don't let us die. Please don't let us die.
Sam! Cover me! I don't think I can, sir. Yes, you can. Cover the perimeter. Shoot anything that moves. And Sam, most importantly, don't shoot me. Come on! Radio's blown, sir. It's dead. We're gonna be fine. Our guys are gonna find us. Oh, God. It's gonna be all right, Jimmy. I promise.
Earth to Dale. You want a cigarette?
I don't smoke.
He asked for a light beer, not a lighter, you dummy.
Hey, Dale, what kind of pills you popping?
Vitamins.
Vitamins, my ass. What kind of vitamins?
Essential minerals and nutrients for my mind.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. I just wish those guys would get here. I thought they'd be here by now.
Hey, Claire. You hear the one about the old man that wanted that sex drug?
Viagra, you mean?
Doctor says, you're too old for that sex pill. He says, Doc, I don't want it for sex. I just want to stop peeing on my shoe.
Get your mask on now! How the hell Jimmy with his? We should try and get Jimmy out of here! No, Jimmy's hurt too bad. We have to leave him. We can't move him. I'm gonna go get help. Stay here. I'll be back. All right.
Dale?
You all right?
You get something caught in your windpipe, Dale?
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
You maybe had an asthma attack.
You want a doctor?
No.
Well, maybe I should call the EMS just to be sure.
You got any allergies, Dale?
No, I don't need a doctor. I'm fine.
Well, you had some kind of episode.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I just had a spell. I can walk on my 2 feet. I'm just fine.
Welcome to hell, my friend. You ever played Russian roulette? The odds are fantastic, my friend. 1 bullet, 5 chances to win. Which is why I prefer Iraqi roulette. Because in my game, we have 5 bullets. And only 1 chance to live. Where is your platoon, Lieutenant?
I told you, I don't know. I got lost in the gas attack.
You're their commanding officer. Surely you know their position. You have very good luck. Tell me, what is this war about? Why are you bombing our cities?
You invaded Kuwait.
Is this just about oil? Is that all? We're up to our necks in petroleum products. All you have to do is ask. Where are the rest of your men?
I told you I don't know!
You haven't felt anything yet.
Evening, Lieutenant.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I knew it. I've been waiting all night for you guys, but I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Long time no see, sir.
Oh my God, it feels like yesterday. Dante, you haven't changed at all.
How the hell you been, sir?
I can't lie to you. You know, the memories. Hey. God, it's good to see you guys.
Why haven't you kept in touch, sir?
Me? What about you guys? Come on. Anyway, you guys look fantastic. You look downright prosperous. You guys got jobs or anything? Anything you can hook me up with? Take care of me? We don't have to talk about that now. Let's forget about it. We're the best damn outfit in Desert Storm.
To uncommon valor. Is that a pocket watch you got there, sir?
Yeah.
That's a beauty, sir. Sure is. What's the inscription say?
There is no inscription.
What's wrong, sir?
It's probably this medication they got me on. They say I have PTSD.
PTS what?
Post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a fancy way of saying I haven't had a decent night's sleep since the war ended.
Is that why your hands are shaking, Lieutenant?
Honestly? You know, sometimes the only thing that keeps me going is knowing that I did the right thing back then.
Tell us what happened back there, sir.
You know what they say, sir. It helps to talk about it.
What can I say? I went to hell and back. With that, they gave me some pretty ribbons and a free hot dog once a year, huh?
Now tell us what really happened, sir.
Tell the truth, Lieutenant. Yeah, tell us, sir.
What are you talking about?
Tell us why you abandoned your troops under fire.
Abandon you? I got a medal for uncommon valor.
You were a common coward.
Me? I risked my life trying to save you, man.
If you saved us, sir, why are we dead?
You never bothered to find out what happened to us, did you, sir?
You don't know what I went through.
We know exactly what you went through.
Huh.
Tell him.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Tell him. Our vehicle hit a landmine? Jimmy was injured. We came under fire.
Lieutenant, I'm over here! Lieutenant! Over here, Lieutenant! Oh, God, we're gonna die!
Alpha 1 to DSCOM. Repeat, Alpha 1 to DSCOM. We are in desperate need of assistance here.
We came under gas attack, sir, and you ran.
I was captured. I was tortured.
You were never tortured, Lieutenant.
You don't know. All right? You weren't there.
You watched someone else being tortured.
They never laid a hand on you.
Do you want the same thing to happen to you? This is all that's left of them. Now, why don't you tell me where your friends are?
Tango Victor. 7904.
Do you know what the Iraqis did?
No. I don't want to know.
Look.
And here, sir.
It's time for you to rejoin your men, sir.
Claire, one more time.
Dale?
Call an ambulance. dead.
Shot?
Where's the gun?
The greatest heroism isn't facing the enemy. It's facing the truth. Truth takes no prisoners. A monster has moved into 2460 Terrell Street. It has a human face, but make no mistake about it. This is a monster. Family man Jim Osgood must now battle the beast.
Mom, what's wrong?
Nothing. You hungry? Come on. A convicted sex offender is allowed to move into a building full of kids?
Well, somebody must be keeping tabs on him, a parole officer, somebody.
They can't watch him 24 hours a day.
Well, look, we don't even know what this guy did. Maybe it was relatively harmless.
Convicted sex offender. How can that be harmless?
I don't know. Maybe he was a flasher or a...
These men commit the same crime again and again and again.
I know that, Sally. I'm a lawyer.
Then do something.
I would love to, but tell me what. What do you expect me to do, Sally?
Something. I expect you to do something.
Toys. The son of a bitch is unpacking toys.
What would he be doing with toys? Oh, my God.
What?
What if they're bait? Bait?
Oh, come on.
Well, what else would a grown man be doing with toys?
My uncle collected model cars,
Look,
and he wasn't...
This guy is out of here. I want him out.
We all want him out, Alan. But how are we going to do that?
Look, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's get him alone and not so politely suggest that he move on.
Look, the point is to keep the children safe. I don't think antagonizing this guy is in our best interests.
By all means, let's not antagonize him.
In fact, let's say we send the welcome wagon.
Look, we go over there making threats. That guy could have a gun.
So what? I have a gun.
I'll sure as hell get a gun. I'll get a damn Uzi.
Whoa. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We haven't even tried the police. Now, maybe they'd be willing to keep him under surveillance. For all we know, he's already under surveillance.
Well, that'd be something.
So you just wait until he actually molests a child and then you think about stepping in?
Look, I sympathize. I'm a father myself.
But you're not a father living in this building, are you?
Our hands are tied. We notify the neighbors, but...
Well, we certainly appreciate the heads up, but now what the hell are we supposed to do?
You should have told him about the toys.
They don't care. They sent the letter and now it's on us. Ed Neville is our new neighbor, whether we like it or not.
Who's Ed Neville? Why is he bad?
Well, he committed a crime.
And why isn't he in jail?
He was in jail, but...
He escaped?
No more questions. It's getting late. Just stay away from strangers, and if anybody that you don't know tries to talk to you or touch you, you just tell us right away, all right? And don't go anywhere alone.
Not even to the bathroom?
The bathroom's all right. But not to Kira's and not to the courtyard. Deal? Okay. Good night, sweetie.
Upstairs.
But we just got here.
It's time to go. Now. Okay.
Mom, I gotta go.
No, I'm going with you. So if we put the alarms on the windows.
Mom, I'm 8 years old.
Do we still need the motion detectors?
Mom, I'm gonna miss the bus.
So how long will it take to install the whole thing? Janie? 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 Elevator.
Shut off.
Where?
The basement. He was throwing out some boxes.
Did he talk to you?
A little. He was nice.
Oh, he was pretending to be nice. Do you understand that?
Was he a stranger?
What did he say to you?
He asked if I liked school.
Did he keep you from getting off?
No. I just forgot to press the button.
Did he touch you?
I thought he was a neighbor.
He's a bad neighbor.
Is he the bad man?
Did he touch you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I know. I'm sorry, Mommy. I didn't know.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
We've got to watch this guy. And I mean 24/7.
Well, we can't watch him every second of the day.
Well, then we'll hire a security guard. We'd have to hire more than one.
We're not hiring a damn security guard because this Neville is moving out.
Alan.
Why are we waiting for this guy to actually do some damage?
Come on.
We can't go on living like this.
It's time we send this guy a message.
We have to, Jim.
Were you terrified? I wasn't scared at all. You lie, you were so scared. I didn't even know it was him. I'd never get into an elevator with that guy. Not if you paid me $1 million. I would. Oh, yeah, sure. I would. He was nice. He's a criminal. Just because he's been to jail doesn't mean he isn't nice. Would you go to his apartment? My mom and dad wouldn't let me. See? If I could go to his apartment without my mom and dad finding out, then I would. Prove it. Do you dare me? I double dare you. But you can't just say you were there. We need actual proof. Yeah. Like you have to take something. Something that can only come from that apartment. Yeah.
Are you sure that's his car?
Unit 221.
Yeah, that's his car.
Are you crazy? Someone will see us.
So? Who's gonna protect the pedophile, Jim?
Steve, come on! Come on!
Let's go! Let's go.
Steve like that before. He was completely irrational.
He's responding the way any normal man would when his family is threatened.
Oh, so I'm less of a man because I didn't beat my chest and bash his car in? I mean, what do you expect me to...
Oh, my God.
Janie, what happened? Where did you... Oh, my God.
Whatever happened, it isn't your fault.
Did he hurt you?
Whatever it is, you can tell us.
She's shaking.
Did he scare you?
What? What did he do?
He had a knife.
Oh, honey. Oh, God. Care. We're not calling the police.
But they'll arrest him now. He came at her with a knife.
I won't have Janie scarred for life by testifying in some sex trial.
Sally, we have no choice.
We'll move. We'll move as far away as we need to.
We've lived here for years. You love it here. Janie's friends are here.
She'll make new friends.
And what about our friends? And what about their kids? Do we just leave them as prey for this guy? Is that what it comes down to, every man for himself?
Yes. When it comes to my daughter, that's exactly what it comes down to.
I'm calling the police.
No!
Sally, this has got to end. This...
Damn it.
Mr. Osgood.
Yes?
I need to speak to you about your daughter. He just wants his toy back. Evidently, it's an antique of some kind.
Why do you suppose a child molester even has toys?
Well, if you say he's a child molester, then he's a child molester. But
your department sent the letter.
The point is, Mr. Osgood, he's the one who called us.
I don't believe this. He lures an 8-year-old girl into his apartment. You don't even seem to care.
According to your daughter, she was there when he got there.
He sits in the courtyard at all hours of the day and night. The children in this building can't even play on the swings anymore without that freak down there leering at them.
I can't arrest the man for leering.
Well, then you tell us what we're supposed to do, because we're under siege here.
Mr. Osgood, even if what you say is true and the man is a paroled offender, he's done his time. He's got rights.
And what about our rights? What about our daughter's rights?
Your daughter broke into his house. I can't arrest him.
What is wrong with you people? You're supposed to protect us.
Sally, it's all right. Just take the damn toy and get out of here. It's all
I saw this movie once where this guy hired some thugs to beat the hell out of this convict that was threatening his family.
You're a lawyer. You must know someone.
I'm in real estate law.
Then we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah, we'll go to prison for assault and battery.
Then we'll just make it so he can't call the police.
What are you talking about?
What do you think I'm talking about? Look, this Neville, he doesn't deserve to live.
You're crazy.
You almost lost your daughter. I'm not losing mine. Wake up, counselor. No one else is saving our families.
All my life I've played by the rules. What do you do when the rules don't work anymore?
You heard the gunshots, son?
Sure. We all did. We were playing cards in our condo.
All of you?
Yeah, all of us.
I thought it was a car backfiring.
So no one saw anything?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Osgood.
Hello, officer.
Terrible thing. Terrible thing. Pretty rare for this kind of a neighborhood. Oh, incidentally, you people having any kind of problem with vandalism?
Not that I've heard of.
Because the victim's car was all bashed to hell down there in the garage. I guess somebody must have had it in for him. Gambling debts, maybe. Couldn't have been anything else, could it, Mr. Osgood? Well, good thing for you, you were playing cards with your friends.
Yeah, good thing for me.
Good night, Mr. Osgood.
Good night, officer.
Hey, Tiger.
Dad! I got 100 on my spelling test.
Don't you always get 100 on your spelling test?
I got 98 once.
Really? Good news, I got 100 on my spelling test.
Dad, I'm gonna go get some ice cream.
Hi, honey, how are you? What is it? What's wrong? Police department. This is to inform you that our previous letter misidentified the new address of sex offender Edward Neville as 2460 Terrell Street, apartment 221. The correct address should have read apartment 212. We regret any inconvenience this may have caused you.
It wasn't him. The whole time, it wasn't him.
What's wrong? Is there another bad guy, Dad? Dad? Who's the bad guy, Dad? Dad? Who is it, Dad? Dad? Who's the bad guy, Dad?
There's still a monster living at 2460 Terrell Street. And every time he looks in the mirror, Jim Osgood will see it.
It's coming. The Nintendo Power Fest. The most awesome Nintendo festival ever. June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the St. Paul Civic Center.
Kids, Fox 29 Kids Club wants you to be there. Play hundreds of Game Boys all day for free, including new Nintendo games never even heard of. Meet the experts and get their secrets. Say hello to Super Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi. Star in your own music video or take the ultimate challenge and compete for the Nintendo World Championships. Just keep watching Fox 29 KITN for your chance to win. Courtesy of the Fox 29 Kids Club.
Today, there is indisputable scientific evidence. The world is becoming a hotter place to live. What can the individual citizen do about the heat?
The better thirst quencher. There's nothing mellow about it.
When you support Goodwill Industries, you help provide work training and job placement services for people with disabilities and other special needs. Support Goodwill.
You know, most people don't remember that The Adventures of Remo Williams spun out of The Destroyer, the book series, and I guess they made comic books out of it. I used to read the books, little pulpy novels, man, like 150 pages. You could burn them like that, like Able Team and stuff like that. I loved those back in the day. Whew. Good stuff, good stuff. So I hope you guys are still enjoying Night Visions, because we're going over to one of my favorite horror television shows. Some people brought it. It was here in the States. It was Friday the 13th, the series. I guess in some parts it was the Friday specials. Some places it wasn't even connected with that. But yeah, it was awkward. Not gonna lie. I went in like, yes, Friday the 13th, the series. Jason's getting his own TV series. It's gonna be awesome. Which we are finally getting on, I believe, Paramount Network, in Camp Crystal Lake. All about the early origins of Jason. So you're gonna find out how Jason got his pot farm and how he was able to. I don't know. I love this show. Robbie was super hot in the day. Sort of disappeared. Only did like 5 things and then faded into obscurity. I said this last week. I legit went to a convention she was supposed to be at, and she bailed on a con. And this is my goal. I will want to meet her, at least. Even if I have to do it digitally, like I have to like reach out to her and do a Zoom interview or something like that on one of her shows. I will meet her. I even have some of her other movies. They're not good. They're almost like made for Skinamax type. Excuse me, type stuff. But I mean, she was gorgeous back in the day. I mean, and yeah, she does have a Tawny Katane feel to her. She was a singer, actress, but just kind of early 90s faded into obscurity. It's sad because I thought she was going to be huge and just went nowhere. But I want you guys to enjoy Friday the 13th, the series, episode 2, The Poison Pen. Enjoy.
100 million. It makes no difference. No part of this monastery should be for sale. I believe we're all in agreement, are we not, Brother Rube?
Yes. We are here to do the work of God, not speculate in real estate.
Brother Lacroix?
I believe if we were to pose the question to our beloved founder, the answer would be swift. We could do a lot of good with the money we would make if we sold this monastery. However, Abbot Capellano, I will support whatever decision you make.
The decision, then, is unanimous. Meeting adjourned.
His heart filled with joy at the prospect of keeping the monastery. Brother Capellano will climb to the roof to send the new gift to the brotherhood. Brother Capellano has always marveled at the miracle of flight, and as he watches his pigeon take flight, he dreams of flying himself. But he will sentence to abbot of the eternal brotherhood.
Did you get a load of this Oracle of Death?
Who's that?
This monk. He claims to be able to predict people's deaths.
That's ridiculous.
Not for people lying in the ground, it ain't. No, he's already predicted a fire, an airplane crash, and the deaths of 8 people.
Nobody can predict the future.
How can you predict that?
Yeah, how do you explain Nostradamus, young lady?
Yeah. Who?
Nostradamus. Nostradamus, if you like, I don't care. He's a French astrologer, 16th century. He predicted events that happened hundreds of years after he died. Now, a lot of people thought he was crazy. He was a little... But the course of time, he was proven right.
Did he know that? I mean, was he able to predict that he would be proven right?
Mind games, all of it. Tarot cards, astrology, fortune cookies. People believe what they want to believe.
Well, then, explain the Oracle of Death, huh? Go ahead, I dare you.
Simple, it's a hoax.
A hoax with 100% accuracy?
You expect me to believe the hallucinations of some monk?
I don't expect you to believe anything.
Oh, my goodness, no. A pen.
What?
He's using a quill pen.
A pen? Don't most monks use quill pens? I mean, ballpoint seems a little out of place.
How would you know?
All my monk friends use quill pens.
But not that particular pen. I picked that one up in Tierra del Fuego. It's made from a tail feather from a giant Chilean condor. They're the worst kind. Lewis loved that. He said he got a handsome price for it, too. Pens. But, here we are. Quill pen set in silver. Number 46295. Sold to one Rupert Selden.
But how did it get to Brother Curry?
Does it really matter? I mean, at least we know where it is and we can get it back.
I'm afraid it may not be that simple.
I knew he was going to say that.
This Eternal Brotherhood monastery, it's like a fortress in the center of the city. And it's a cloistered order, so there are no telephones, and no visitors, no anything. No, it's completely incommunicado. The visitor part, now that I can handle. I can draw up an official letter of introduction that'll fool the Pope. However, that'll only cover one of you.
Why is that?
Well, a brotherhood's a brotherhood. It's not a sisterhood. It's not even a personhood.
Are you trying to tell me in this day and age they don't allow women in even to visit?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I guess that lets me out. Someday, Ryan. I don't know when. I don't know how, but someday I'm gonna...
Thank me for this.
That's not what I was going to say.
Well, hey, you don't have to put on your robe just yet.
Yes, I do. I look terrible.
No, you don't. You're the cutest boy I've ever seen. The best built, too.
Keep your hands off me. Look at me.
It's nice to know this is the worst it gets.
That should just about do it. Ah, it's good to have a few sheets of 14th century parchment lying around. You never know when they're going to come in handy. Now, from this point on, you two are brothers Matthew and Simon. You're transferring from a monastery in the north of England, in Yorkshire, Wuthering Heights country.
No one informed us of your visit, brother.
The letter should be pretty self-explanatory. Is there a problem?
No, not at all. Allow me to show you to your quarters.
Wait.
Our serenity has been greatly reduced by the events of recent days. Abbot Capellano fell to his death from the bell tower just yesterday.
So we've heard. Tragic accident.
We're still waiting to see who the new abbot will be. You must be tired from your journey, Brother Simon.
I'm afraid Brother Simon has taken a vow of silence.
Ah, wonderful.
We're extremely interested in Brother Curry. Fascinated by his predictions.
Who is it?
Did he predict the abbot's death?
I'm afraid so.
You know, we were hoping to get to meet him, possibly have an audience.
I'm afraid that's impossible. Brother Curry is in seclusion. our accommodations adequate?
This will be just fine. So, where's Brother Simon's room?
As you can well imagine, space is cramped. We didn't think you'd mind sharing.
No, we don't mind. Just one more thing. Where's the lavatory?
Ah, yes, the communal bathroom and showers are just down the corridor.
Communal?
Yes. Now, if there's anything else, please let me know.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Evening meditation is at 6?
Thanks. You've been very generous.
Generous? One room?
What can I say? They think you're one of the boys.
And if you think I'm taking a communal shower, you've got another think coming.
One can hope, can't one? All right. We're not gonna be here that long. We're just gonna find Brother Curry, grab the pen, zip out of here.
And what about the bathroom?
Can you hold him? Well, it could have been worse.
How?
Could have only been one bit.
They were asking questions about Brother Curry.
I'm saddened to see our own brethren fall prey to such morbid curiosity.
You're sure they aren't journalists? Wouldn't hurt to keep an eye on them.
The last thing we want now is any more controversy.
After you. Very interesting, Brother Simon, don't you agree? Okay, let's find Curry and his pen and get the hell out of here. Excuse me.
How do you plan on doing that? He's cloistered in deep seclusion.
Man's gotta eat, hasn't he? Whoa, check this out. This is where they discovered that heads will roll. Come on, we got work to do. Brother Curry, your tray's here. Brother Curry? Can I talk to you for a second? No, don't be afraid. We're from the Yorkshire Monastery. We want to talk to you about your pen. No, the quill pen. We know all about it.
Afraid Brother Curry won't be able to be of much help. You see, like Brother Simon, he too was taking a vow of silence. Now, if you'll allow me to escort you back to your quarters. Sorry for the disturbance, Brother Curry. See morning meditation. Fine. Well, once you finish all of this, I want you to move over to the vineyards. All right? Best you can.
We're going to have to figure out another way to get to Brother Curry.
Please get in his room.
Brother. Hey, what's going on?
The Oracle of Death has made another pronouncement.
What is it this time?
The abbot is going to die today. He is going to choke to death.
That's impossible. You don't even have an abbot. He died 2 days ago? From the fall? No, this prediction isn't going to fly.
Good point. Perhaps then our concern has been misplaced. Brethren!
Maybe when it's dark and the lights are out, we'll sneak out.
Come in. Go. Good night, Abbot Arupe.
Oh, my God.
He's dead.
What's the matter?
Arupi had just been named abbot.
Her efforts in trying to save Brother Arupe.
We did what we could.
Who are you, really?
Exactly who we say we are. I mean, I'm an American. I went to Europe and joined the Brotherhood there. I met Brother Simon 2 years ago.
Then why is it you were found sneaking around looking for Brother Curry the other evening?
Brother Lacroix, we just wanted to see him in person.
That will be quite impossible. Brother Curry is a troubled man. His gift is his burden and his agony, and he'd just as soon be left alone with it. That's why he's in seclusion. In future, you will keep your mind on your devotions.
How in the world did I get myself in this mess? All I wanted was to get married and settle down. I didn't want the store. I didn't want those antiques. I didn't want any of this.
Mickey, come on now. Tell me this whole thing hasn't been a blast.
This whole thing hasn't been a blast.
Take your time, think it over. Okay? You want to go back to Leonard? Be my guest.
Lloyd!
Just remember that if we don't get back those antiques, nobody else is going to do it. It's up to us, because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody's going to believe us. I mean, it's not like we can go up to the cops and say, "Excuse me, officer, but we got these antiques out here we got to get back because they're cursed." No, Off to the funny farm we go.
Well, I'm sorry, but sometimes when I find myself locked in a cell, in a monastery, pretending to be a boy, tracking down a cursed quill pen, the funny farm sounds preferable.
I'd like you to meet Brother Jack. He's a transfer, just like you.
Oh, Brother Jack, where from?
The Emerald Isle, my boy, Ireland itself. I think that's a fine-looking crop of Burgundy grapes you got there. I predict you're going to have a vintage year. Not that we know an awful lot about it where I come from. You know, we prefer something that put a little more hair on your chest and take the lining out of your throat.
I'll leave you to it, Brother Jack.
Thank you. Bless your brother. You're a darling man. Darling, where's Brother Simon?
Powdering his nose.
What are you doing here?
I did a little research. I got photos of the pen from a collector I know in Khartoum. And I figured you'll never be able to sneak it out unless they never missed it in the first place. So I made a duplicate, an exact copy. You may have noticed I'm a very resourceful person.
What? Are you afraid of a little teeny bit spider?
Brian, stop that!
Your vow of silence.
I also checked up on the original owner, the first man who bought the pen, Rupert Selden. He disappeared for quite a while, and with good reason. He's wanted for the murder of his business partner.
Rupert. Those brothers from Yorkshire, they know about the pen.
Do they? Then we will have to write up another epitaph.
No! We must stop. Too many innocent people have died already.
Don't disappoint me, Frank. We made a deal. If it wasn't for me, you'd be behind bars right now.
This is better than jail. Cooped up here, day in, day out. No one to talk to. Knowing that every time you write in that diary, someone else is going to die. You can't keep torturing me like this.
I wouldn't call splitting a $500,000 advance in the Oracle's life story exactly torture.
I don't care about the money anymore.
But I care about the money. I need you, Frank, to take credit for what I write. I can't afford to be seen.
You're despicable.
We're both despicable. But now that I'm Abbott, I can sell this place and we can pocket $10 million.
It's over, Rupert. I'm leaving.
You will do what I tell you to do. Like always.
Like hell I will. The Oracle of Death has made his last prediction.
Some of God's chosen ones are tormented creatures. Such is the case with Brother Curry, who will decide his only recourse is to join the Holy Spirit in a most gruesome way.
That's one prediction I'll bet he didn't make.
Ah. But he did. Tragic, isn't it? I came as soon as I found this, but too late. Brother Curry lived a life of quiet desperation. He just couldn't stand it anymore.
Suicide note?
Of sorts. Evidently, his gift for predicting horrendous events was a cross too heavy to bear. The oracle of death is no more. Sleep with the angels, brother.
Poor Curry. I guess that means that's the end of it.
No. We still have to find the pin.
I'm scared.
Oh, yeah? You're scared? Terrified.
God created creatures, both great and small. And sometimes small ones have the power to triumph over larger ones. Such will be the unfortunate fate of brothers Matthew and Simon from Yorkshire.
Don't panic.
What's the matter with you two? You can be heard all over the monastery.
What a cute little theraphosid.
Oh, relax. He's not poisonous. It's only the South American Tiniad that can kill.
That's it. I really can't take this anymore. I gotta get out of here. No more elastic around the chest, no more brown rice, no more dead bodies, no more tarantulas.
I understand exactly how you feel, young lady, but you must know that retrieving these antiques is not going to be easy. There'll always be an element of danger involved, which is why I'm here.
I had no idea of the depth of his despair. But at least the oracle of death will be silent forevermore.
Don't be so hasty. Brother Curry left behind a number of predictions, which I have no doubt will unfold in the fullness of...
Will the cause something wrong?
No. Good morning, brothers. I hope Brother Curry's death did not rob you of your sleep.
Fortunately not.
Were there any other interruptions? Some of the other monks have been complaining of pests, rodents, and the like.
Nothing the like of rodents.
I'm relieved to hear it.
I think Brother Lacroix was just on a fishing expedition. That tarantula was no accident. You were supposed to die.
Well, not that I'm complaining, but how come we didn't?
Because you're not who you are.
Want to run that by me again?
Well, you're not really brothers Matthew and Simon. So when the curse of death was put on you, it wasn't really put on you.
It was put on brothers Matthew and Simon.
What shall we do about the reporters at the front gate? They've been waiting there since dawn to hear a statement about Brother Curry's death.
Why don't you meet with them?
Me? But you're the new abbot.
You knew him best. You should speak on his behalf. And while you're about it, send a telegram to the Home Office in Yorkshire.
What about?
Find out if they did indeed send 2 representatives to visit us. And wait for the reply. I have reason to believe that brothers Matthew and Simon are not who they claim to be.
Maybe we're barking up the wrong brother here, searching the wrong room.
What are you saying?
Brother Curry didn't kill himself. There was no diary on his desk. We would have seen it when we were looking for the pen. Drake's been on our tail ever since we got here. It's going to be tough for us to search Lacroix's room.
For you, maybe. Not for me.
We need some answers.
What's the whole story? What happened exactly? What happened?
Please! How did he die?
There's foul play suspected in the death of the Oracle.
We have a prepared statement. Brother Curry was a man loved by all here at the Brotherhood. His gift of predicting the future...
Did he predict his own death?
His gift became his torture. And to our everlasting sorrow, he chose to take his own life.
Isn't suicide considered a mortal sin?
He chose to take his own life rather than suffer any longer. And our prayers go with him. All our prayers go with him.
That's it. That's all. That's all you're going to tell us. Come on, we need more answers than this.
I'm not authorized to give you anything but this prepared statement. I'm sorry, I can't answer your question.
Why isn't Lacroix doing this?
If you had something to hide, you'd keep a low profile, too.
Rupert Selden's signature on this bill of sale matches the writing in the diary exactly. So Rupert Selden and Brother Lacroix are one and the same.
What about the pen?
I couldn't find it. Somebody was coming. But it's more than likely there, too. I'll just have to go back and try again.
The best times to do it is during meditation. Lacroix is busy for an hour. Oh, I can't wait to be a female again.
Mickey, I can't stand guard out here forever, all right? You hurry it up already. Come on.
Brother Lacroix, all right. The real Brother Matthew and Brother Simon never left the monastery. Something else very odd. The real brothers Matthew and Simon were bitten by a poisonous tarantula last night and died. There's another thing you should know about Brother Simon. He's a she. He's a she. I'll have them removed from the premises immediately.
No. I want you to act as if nothing has changed.
Should we at least question them?
God works in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform. I would appreciate if you would start the meditation without me.
Certainly.
Hope Jack's out of that office by now.
Brothers?
Albert, didn't a little mouse come scuttering in here? Now, we've got to get him, otherwise he'll be nibbling away at your books and papers. Yeah, sure, you wouldn't need a thing like that for a little mouse.
But I have already set a trap.
I thought you were meditating.
But I am. Premeditating. conclude our business upstairs. Brother, well, I'm terribly late for a meeting. It wouldn't have anything to do with real estate, would it, Selden?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, we were right. You have the pen.
Yes, I do. But only you and your young friends know about it. Oh. How thoughtless of me not to leave you a little light.
Where do you think you're going?
To look for the pen. You go find Jack.
Psst. You got the fake one? Take care.
My principals were delighted that your brotherhood agreed to reconsider their offer.
We are a humble order, Mr. Green. Why would we put ourselves and the enjoyment of this place before the needs of the thousands who will be served by your luxury hotel condominium complex?
If we should reach an agreement on this, do you foresee any problems with closing the deal?
None that can't be eliminated.
As you'll see, we very generously agreed to pay out the Brotherhood over a 5-year period rather than 10, and we'll pick up the closing costs. And as a special sweetener, if the deal is clean, I'd be willing to reduce my commission to 10%.
I'm sure you will. Normally, the commission on a deal this size is 3.5%. Let's not play games, Mr. Green. Forget the graduated payout. I want 15.2 million cash and a commission agreement of 2.5%. Take it or leave it.
I must say you drive a hard bargain, Abbot Lacroix.
Abbot Lacroix. It has such a nice ring to it. Now, I have some other serious business to attend to that I've left off for far too long.
Listen.
okay?
Guess I can't complain. We gotta go after Lacroix. He's gone for the pen.
Oh, Jack, thank God it's you. Ryan, I found the pen. Then I figured I'd go look for Jack, and then
You found the pen?
Yes, it was in Lacroix's room, just as you thought. I swapped it with the fake.
Ricky, baby, oh, baby! Can't wait to get out of here.
I wouldn't make travel plans just yet. Thank you for informing me about the switch. Sister Simon. Or should I say, Mickey. Hand it over. I would have preserved your epitaphs in a more dignified way, but someone rudely stole my diary. Ah, this will do nicely. The imposters came to the monastery posing as monks to meet certain death. I will be happy to change this to include you as well, Brother Drake.
You're gonna burn in hell, you traitor!
Put that down! They came to remove the sacred pen from its rightful owner. But tragedy will strike, and this will not be accomplished. Now, all I have to do is fill in your names.
You should never write what you've already signed.
Rupert.
Your name on the original invoice, remember?
Now, where were we? It seems this pen isn't so foolproof after all.
It's behind you.
Do you really expect me to fall for an old trick like that?
He should have stuck to pencils.
Imagine being able to wish for something to happen, and with a stroke of a pen, it does.
I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. The pen can only make evil predictions come true.
Woo! So good to be a girl again. Now all I want is some food. If I never see brown rice again, it'll be too soon. Aren't you going to put that in the vault?
Oh, that's not the real pen. I'm just keeping this copy as a souvenir.
Well, how do you know it's the right one?
A true artist always knows his own handiwork, my dear.
So you're really sure?
Of course, I'm positive.
Only one way to find out. Lunch. Let's order something really sinful.
Is where the action is with the new Super Spike B-Ball from Nintendo. Go for super spikes and big dings. And now up to 4 players can have some hot fun with the new NES Satellite. The only 4-player wireless remote. With V-Ball and Satellite, 2's company, and 4's really a blast. Even when you're playing from 15 feet away. The new NES Satellite and Super Spike V-Ball. Nintendo, now you're playing with power.
Okay, don't move. You're about to witness an historic event. Did you miss it? It's new Turning Point eyeliner from Maybelline. Who else? Look at this. It sharpens itself inside the cap. No shavings. Totally revolutionary. You get a perfect soft point every single time. And it goes on easily. New Turning Point eyeliner. The big ideas are so simple. Smart. Beautiful. Maybelline.
Hey kids, remember that one time when Captain America was a Nazi? I probably shouldn't show that. That's probably get me booted off of something. I got a Facebook, thrown in a Facebook jail for a movie poster from the old classic movie Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS. Yeah, for like 30 days. I'm like, and the worst part about it is, it was from like 4 years before. And I got busted on it like within like the last year. Like, what the heck? But no. I was posting those posters because I was posting posters of movies I was way too young to have seen when I saw them. And that was like in the top 5. Because if anybody knows, it's like, you know, yeah, that was definitely not a show I should have been watching at like 12. But the video store didn't care, and they loved me there. So, all right. I hope you guys love Friday the 13th, the series. I do. It's one of my favorite, because it wasn't an anthology like your Twilight Zones and stuff like that. Those are a beast unto themselves. But I loved Friday the 13th, the series. And you know what would have been great? They should have brought those guys in. Friday the 13th, the series meets Supernatural. And have them run across them trying to find it. That would have been perfect. Just a one-off episode. Because everybody who knew, the people who likes Supernatural would have figured out who Friday the 13th, the series was. And I thought it would have been awesome. So, alright. This one's going to be a surprise because you all asked for it last week. So I'm not saying anything going into this episode. So I want you to run out and get you another soda, get you some more popcorn, relax, because you guys asked for it last week, and I'm bringing it to you this week. So enjoy, and I'll talk about it when I come back.
Patrols assigned to Ridgeline coordinates with Crestview. Missing. Minor white female. Last seen Crestview Shopping Mall around 8 p.m. Mary Alice Spaulding, 16, 5'1", brown and brown, wearing a green duffel coat over a white sweater, green plaid skirt, and tennis shoes.
Wait till she gets home.
Pick up hitchhikers. It's against company policy. But anyway, they're safe and warm back there in Silicon Valley. Larry Broom. I'm a traveling salesman. Sounds like a joke, huh? Seen any good-looking farmers' daughters?
Farmers' daughters? Not a one.
Are you a local or what?
Backpacking.
Hey, yeah, I've always wanted to try that. But I married an indoor lady. She thinks I talk too much, too.
So, where you headed?
L.A.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect for me.
Well, I'm not heading directly there. I've got to make some stops. I'm making some calls. I'm going to have some breakfast. And
stop where?
Crestview.
Nah, don't stop in Crestview. We're in a decent restaurant in the whole dump.
You know, we may not have much choice. This turkey is getting thirsty again.
Don't look thirsty to me.
The gauge sticks at half full. You don't know when you're going to run out. That's Route 108 over there. It's a main trucking route. You probably get a faster ride with a trucker.
Oh, wait.
Fill her up?
You got it.
Can I leave it here while I get something to eat?
It's okay by me.
Hi, hon. How are you? Sure, surprise, surprise. Take this opportunity to tell you how much I miss you. Well, you're supposed to miss me, too. It's in the contract.
2 bow ties.
Make my sugar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yesterday was fantastic. I think I'm going to be on the cover of the sales report. Yeah, I'll be home tonight. We'll go eat something Polynesian. Likewise. Goodbye.
$6.75.
Why don't you just keep this?
Hey, thanks.
My friend took off, huh?
Yeah, it looked like you maybe head over to the bus station.
Oh, my. What do you feed the kids around here?
Where the hell is the sheriff going?
I don't know, but that clown ran the stop sign.
Let's go.
That's me. I was looking at the right thing at the wrong time.
Yes, sir. Could I see your license, please?
Oh, sure.
Could you step out of the car, please, Mr. Broom? I'd like you to take the field sobriety test.
Officer, I don't think I've had a drink since I had a beer at Dodger Stadium maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Yes, sir. There's enough evidence of reckless driving to warrant the test. Just take a moment. Please stand with your feet together. I'd like for you to count on your fingers in the following manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3.
HP Yankee Niner, need a plate check. Oh, come on, Billy, pick up.
I think that was Billy with the sheriff.
Probably right. He's sober. Write him up.
Mr. Broom, we're going to have to do a warrant check on your license plate. If you please get in your car, drive slowly around to that building, wait for us there.
Okay.
Any warrants outstanding on you, Mr. Broom?
No, sir. I have never been arrested in my life.
Think you just told a fib, sir.
What?
Take it easy.
DUI prelim 10 April 1983. That's drunk driving.
What? Wait a minute. That's not possible. I didn't even own that car in April. Okay, that's it. You're using my license plate, right?
Yeah.
Punch up Albany. Jack Albany. It's a used car. I bought it from him. He's probably the one who did the drunk driving.
Albany, S-A-L-B-A-N-Y.
Aye.
Who's in there? Roger! Johnny, come help us with it!
In here. What? Come on, we'll check out Albany as soon as things quiet down. Meantime, I have to lock you up.
Are you serious?
Move it!
Oh, wait.
I'd leave those cuffs on.
Oh, I'd love to. They'd pin my ears back if I did.
I tell you not to stop in Crestview.
What the hell was that all about?
They found the Spaulding girl. Stabbed to death in the woods. Never seen anything worse.
The new reserve deputy found this guy trying to climb the ridge. Blood on his pants. There's a jacket near the body. Fits him perfect. He's a vagrant.
Where'd the reserves go? They're staying with the body until the ME gets there. I wish they were here instead.
Why?
The guy who found the body is a friend of the girl's father. You know Max Spaulding?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're gonna meet him. He and 4 of his pals just left Petrie's pretty liquored up. They aren't gonna wait for a trial.
Let's move.
What you in for, Ace?
Computer error.
You don't think you might be overreacting just a little bit, Sheriff, do you?
Listen, you're a visitor here. I live in this town, and I know Mac. We got to move this joker down to Ridgeline. Does HP have a prisoner's van at your station?
We have a deuce and a half with armor plate.
Well, great. Call him and order it. And also get us some backup.
What's going on? What happened to the lights?
Dead. Anything?
Nothing you can see.
I go out the back and make a run for my car. Will you fire?
I don't know. Anything could happen. My Jeep's behind the gas station. If you went out the back way, you could make it before Sam got to you.
Does your Jeep have a CB?
Yeah. It don't always work.
Well, if it doesn't work, then give me 10 minutes to get to the station, then 10 minutes back.
Skelly, wait a second. Where's your car?
Half block down in front of my house.
2 of us try it, we got double the chance.
Makes sense.
It's an old Chrysler 300. I hope it starts for you. Hey, give us some light back here! I can't even see myself, man!
What are you doing here? It's about time someone asked that. There was a computer glitch, and while they were trying to take care of it...
Billy! What's going on out there?
That was somebody firing from Petrie's. They missed Skelly. Sam went after Roker. Lord, they're worked up. They're actually shooting.
Well, get back to that window out there.
What's going on? You talking about a mob or something?
Oh, my God.
They gonna try to take me?
They won't.
Yeah, who's gonna stop them? You and that wimp out there? You gotta let me out of here. You gotta let me defend myself.
Wait! What about me?
You're both safe here.
Yeah, you'll be all right. They'll be glad to leave a witness behind. 5 minutes with a hacksaw gets them through this door, Sheriff.
Back up against that wall. Now!
Come on, come on!
I'm gonna put you down in the basement. All right, come on out. Slowly. Just keep your distance. I'm gonna lock you in a storm cellar. It's got a 4-inch steel door.
Sheriff, I'm not even supposed to be here.
Call your deputy. If I have to do it, I'll use this.
Billy!
Drop the gun belt, Slick. Yeah, that storm cellar's a good idea. But for the 2 of you, get up! Move it!
It's a damn computer error.
Take off your shirt and coat.
Why?
Because they're gonna think you're me. Let's go!
Well...
Do it!
All right, what do they think you did?
Hell, I'm cutting through this patch to the highway. I trip over this kid. She's laying in the brush. Blood everywhere. I got some on my jacket and some on my knee. But I didn't kill her.
Why don't you just tell them that?
Because you're gonna do it much better. You're a salesman.
Listen, the fellow you're after is... He just took off. He took my clothes. He's got my clothes. You'll have to talk with the sheriff about this. Now, listen. Come here, you living son!
You picked the wrong little girl.
Jack R., DUI, April 1983.
What do you know?
Gentlemen, where do I pay my fine?
You've paid, Mr. Broom. If you could just sign this, please, it would help us. Fenner didn't happen to tell you where he was headed, did he?
No, I would have told you, officer. You know, he swore he didn't do it.
Well, I never met one who admitted he did.
You know, I knew something like this was going to happen today. Yesterday I had a fantastic day. Everything went right. And I never have 2 days like that in a row.
You're all right, Mr. Broom. Would you like to make a call? Least we can do.
No, I want to make a call, but I don't think I want to make it from here.
Yes, sir. You take her easy.
I know, sir.
Listen, I don't think I can make it as soon as I expected. Maybe by 11 if the traffic is clear. I've had quite a day. I'll tell you all about it when I get there. I'm fine. I've just got a good story to tell, that's all. Yeah, okay. You know, hon, I may not be able to make it by midnight. But the weather is turning nasty up here. Yes, I'll be careful. If it gets too bad, I'll just check into a motel. I'll see you soon. Love you too. You seem to be having the same kind of day that I've been having. Come on, I'll give you a lift. It's against company policy, but then they're safe and warm back in Silicon Valley. Lucky them.
Lucky me.
Just be a sec, okay? Lucky you.
Hey. Want to make a Levi's 501 commercial about you. Hey, keep your fly button. Later.
Tonight, he's a cop working a murder case. But is his partner protecting the killer? Prepare yourself for alienation tonight.
Presenting the elegant colors of Saint-Tropez. Deep, dark tans, sensuous golden tans, light, luminous glows. Indulge in Bain de Soleil in SPF up to 30 with lush tropical oils, glistening gelées, and moisturizing sunblock.
So, yeah. You know what these are? These are real Nightmare on Elm Street 3D glasses. And I cannot see anything in these. Yep, Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. 3D glasses. I'm so glad that they went to the new ones, even though I don't use them because 3D movies give me headaches, like horrible headaches. So I'm not a fan. I think they're cool. I want to say the first Doctor Strange movie was phenomenal in 3D, but like Star Wars, not so much. Star Trek, not so much. When they were just trying to make movies 3D, it just didn't fit. But you know, Doctor Strange was cool in 3D. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the new Alfred Hitchcock. It was the incident in a small jail. You guys asked for Alfred Hitchcock. I had forgot. I used to watch Alfred Hitchcock Presents, the old ones. I had forgotten about it until you guys brought it up last week. So thank you. That's awesome. I had to start trying to find these again. So thank you. Thank you, Platoon, for helping me find something that I forgot existed. Because, like I said, I grew up on the original Alfred Hitchcock Presents at like, I don't know, like 1 o'clock in the morning after Twilight Zone on our local like Fox affiliate. So, all right. So, we're going to draw a close tonight and bring this to an end. But I'm going to talk about some vinyl here today. And I will talk Dream Electric 4. This is an anthology, I guess I would say anthology, best of synthwave. You probably cannot get this one. This is 131 of 300. So only 300 of these exist worldwide. And I own one. And yes, I do listen to it. People freak out because I listen to super low print run vinyl, but you know what? It's mine. I paid for it. I gets it. Look at that. It is a neon green, like a swirly green. I love that. I think I might have showed this before on another episode, but I'm going to talk about a little bit more. I have people who ask me all the time because I do collect vinyl and I do collect like low print run vinyl, stuff like that. Do I listen to it? Yes. There was only one album that I bought 100% for reasons, because I thought the album looked cool. I bought the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack on vinyl. It is a picture disc. I own it, and I have never opened it. It's not really the music I normally listen to, but I had to own that album. I had to own the cool vinyl and the picture disc, so yeah. But this is an awesome, if you like synthwave and you like trying new synthwave, this is one of the best ways you can do it. Like I said, you probably cannot get the vinyl anymore. You might be able to get the CD. Or just wait till Dream Electric 4 or 5 comes out and you get it from there. So, but as a great album, like I said, a lot of cool synthwave stuff. New stuff that you can get hooked on right off the top. So, all right. We're going to talk about Piqua Comic Con coming back November 5th to Piqua Center Mall. Got some really cool people we'll be announcing soon. Got some guests, working on some other guests. Working real hard thanks to James Garrett helping us out with that. So hopefully you can come up here and we will have some real live guests. We have some comic book artists, returning authors and stuff like that will be there. And selling their wares, and then more dealers. We're bringing dealers from all over, from Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, and Kentucky. So check that out. Plus, I will be there selling all kinds of cool stuff. And we are currently working on my new show, which will not be on this channel. We are moving Talk and Roll to its own YouTube channel, because that way both Hawk and I can work on it, and it's different from both of our normal shows. We got the first one in the can. That will drop tomorrow. Well, it'll already dropped by the time you guys see this, so this will be Thursday. We're hoping, I want to ask you guys, if we bring in bands and do a live show on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, would you be interested? Let me know, because we're working on that. But we will be bringing you a new episode every week starting this week. So look out for that. And as always, Group Therapy TV. You got to see me talk to Nutty T Squirrel. So you got to see me talk to a squirrel. You're watching SciFridays. Saturday Morning Serials. You guys are all going to be there because it's Saturday Morning Serials. So I'm going to let you all go. I want you all to take care. I will see you all there. And Captain out. Bye.